Hi, it's Max Fibro. I took my medication, and I should have a link for BDSM. I'm pretty sure it's just bdsmtest.com. I should have it below somewhere. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to talk about my personal opinion and everything about 50 Shades versus basically how someone else described it was the show, the K-drama, Love Leashes. They described it as basically 50 Shades of Grey and just Korea. I'm going to just talk about the differences. I didn't really fully understand it. Well, sorry. Hopefully I make more sense, and this is a lot faster since I took my new medications. I should have taken them. Did I take them? Sorry. I'm being forgetful. They made me a lot more talkative and I think a lot faster. Yeah. I'm gonna put back on my mask because I still hit my face. Dang it. Sorry. Just fumbling. But anyway, so basically, in my opinion, 50 Shades of Grey is like barely BDSM. It's super soft BDSM. It's super basic, super intro, and like almost zero BDSM. They're like, the dude is a dominant, but only because like he's barely a dominant. He's more of like a top. But he is a dominant just because he's in charge, and it's only really BDSM because they literally use the color system. So green, yellow, and red. And I don't understand why she never says green. Like, even like later on, I was like I understand yellow at first because you're nervous and your first time trying it and you don't know what's happening. But it's just literally light spanking and like a little bit, yeah, it's really just light spanking, really. And then, so the only real BDSM is just, the bondage. That's it. Really. Cause he does the fancy rope play and everything like that. I'll never figure out the name. You know. But yeah, and then he's a little bit of cuffs, and so it's mostly just bondage. And then everything else is like super light, and you could literally, it's all like they're just sex toys, and it's super vanilla. So super basic, not really BDSM, just normal sex pretty much, except a little bit of foreplay and anal play. That's it. You can all find that in regular. You can find all of this in regular, in just regular sex, and just regular, everyday straight sex, pretty much, except for BDSM, the bondage. Saying wrong words. Yeah. So yeah, that was my take on it, and yeah, I don't think it's very accurate. It's super light and everything. But I'll make another video about Love Leashes. But yeah, in Love Leashes, you get way more of like the dominant perspective. Like there's actual domination and there's like a contract. Like you need a contract. To make sure that you have everyone's consent and everything. It worked in the video before because he'd always asked for the color before he did anything, so he had her consent. But still, like there was a document and there was more. But in that one also, I didn't agree with like puppy play as being like soft play. Just to think, I was like, it's not really light. I was like spanking and like sensation play, just playing with like someone being blindfolded, and then you just like whispering in their ear and like playing with feathers and like leather and different sex toys and things like that. So yeah, I was like, that's really light in the super intro. I was like, pet play is a little more advanced. Yeah, but it's still in like the intro genre. It's not super heavy or anything. And the guy is totally a masochist. Like, they didn't explain that. But he's totally a masochist. And then she ends up being a little bit of like a sadist, but she's mostly just like dominant and more of like a mommy. She's really concerning, and she's like, she doesn't want to hurt him, and she more just becomes a little bit of a sadist just because he's a masochist and he likes the pain. Pain gives him a little bit of pleasure. Yeah. Okay, so that's Mile for my comparison.